and start acting like a wise guy. You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like him, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait, of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess, you've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you
there is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
Oh.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich!
Okay,
Dispose of him. He is of no further use to us.
Traveler?
I mean, why second? The English. Hey, my guest!
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor, and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again!
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If even the unripe...
Of course!
Hey!
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. Such a...
Vulture! Vulture!
Let's pick this up at... You should go back and get some...
Oh yeah. Here.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Fair night. Oi. Time ஒழுங்கா பார்க்கலையே. பதினெட்டு மணிக்கா? அதுக்கு அடுத்த நாள் வந்துட்டோம் ப்ரோ, சாரி.
Mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words.
Thornton lah, okay. Obsidian.
Yeah. Got her.
Trinidad.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
The party cannot be changed during the Turnfire night ritual. Please choose a suitable party in advance.
Off we go!
Ah. தேக்கி கேட்டிருக்கலாமோ
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course.
Right.
But every great fire
Usopp.
starts as...
No one would disagree with you. That were possible, Chief. Look around you.
The ceremony was arranged on...
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous flame bearer.
Very well. But make it quick. Let me know when you're done, and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once that's done, head down into the cave where the mountain...
That sounds simpler.
The process isn't you have to keep moving. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part. What about...
I'll be with you the whole way. And once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Just tell the chief when...
I'm ready. Ona, udah, thank. Ayo, marbudi.
By past fuel, my brothers and sisters, the time has come.
Time has come. Yay! Ora.
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go.
One more to go.
Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead.
Okay. காமிச்சது போதும் next.
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first.
Banget sebentar kak. Jam 2. Okay.
There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Right, para. இந்த பயவுல தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கான். போக்கிமான் கை.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yupanqui from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell. He's huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a big...
Chief Huayna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by Rift Hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish locust! Ugh, can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But... I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time!
अरे stop पहला.
Will, what have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Stop मार दो.
Dad? What are you doing?
No, the Mountain King is waking up. He will cause even more casualties.
Everyone, out! Now!
பொறுமையா நடந்து போயிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. இந்த ஸ்டாம்ப் இருக்குல்ல.
Well, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made. Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
என்னச்சு உனக்கு? செத்தான் பைபிள்ல.
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand. I got him cornered.
Oh, பைபிளை கொன்னுட்டேன்.
Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. You can use those against him.
Time to go!
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Locked up.
உன்னை டச் பண்ணிக்கிறானப்பா தேவல.
Beg for mercy. Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Make way for the Adeptus!
Target acquired. For the Lord of the Night.
The dead would blaze! Drag!
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to White's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
generations, we will answer to the fire for all our deeds.
I
Even
know
if
this
one
took
day I
Marty.
fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Oh.
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the scions of the Canopy's adventurous...
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. So after the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Wow. That's amazing!
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa! So that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Boy. Saya ketelar kan?
Yeah. Scatter. Yeah. Skyward.
Aerial assault!
முடியல. நூறு பாத்துக்கிறேன்.
Yeah. Skyward. Scatter. Skyward. Scatter. All right.
Let's hope
Let's
you put
finish
up a
this
good
fast.
எங்க இருக்கானா? நான் அங்க இருக்கானு நினைச்சேன்.
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry. I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahow die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to do this?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice my...
Well, because everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it him.
The Mountain King? Then...
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins.
Bro,
Much
Morax
harder to
தெரியுமா
live
bro?
with the guilt and keep on going.
பண்ட
In the
பார்த்தா.
end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price.
Alright. So, how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with. Yeah,
Its body remains, but that was mere...
Oh, come on! That's why he does...
Well,
Yeah, that's right.
but he ended up...
That's on him.
Friends? So, promise me. For you?
Anything proposal? Can you still was complete? Baby, I'm போலாம்.
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
Huni, it'll be okay.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got burned off by the Turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you. All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping? It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on. Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer? So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it?
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another
Anawa.
trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?
Whoa. ஒரு ட்ரைபல் ஸ்டோரியை முடிச்சாச்சு. இப்போதைக்கு செட் ஆகாது, பார்க்கலாம். சட்டப்பட்டு உத்தரவு யூஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு ட்ரிபிள் ஜி முடிக்கணும். ட்ரிபிள் ஜி ஏய் ஒரு ரேங்க் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆயிடுச்சா? இங்க ஒரு கிஃப்ட் அங்க ஒரு கிஃப்ட் இருக்கேன். இது என்ன இந்த ட்ரைப்லாம் இனிமே வருமா? அது சரி. இந்த ட்ரைபா இல்லை என்ன? ஏப்பா எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புரியலையப்பா. நாளைக்கு வந்துட்டு அடுத்த மிஷனை பார்ப்போம்.